Alright, here we are back again with another thing on the Epstein files. Holy shit. I'm glad the internet has not let this shit go. Dude, Epstein files trending. I'm glad. It's been about a week. Usually in a week, the internet forgets something even exists. But this backlash has been crazy. Tucker Carlson is not supporting Trump. Alex Jones is not supporting Trump. Trump got ratioed on his own fucking platform. Let me quickly show that. So, to catch you guys up with the lore, basically, Donald Trump went with Epstein 8 times. Bill Clinton went 17 times. Prince and Donald Trump also lied about not knowing Prince was Andrews apparently when with them when they Trump both lied about not knowing Prince. Everyone was hippity hoppy or whatever the fuck. Pam Bondi, Cash Patel basically threatened to leave. Pam Bondi is the FBI director wanting to keep whatever the fuck undercover. Then the FBI lied about the video where it was found out they modified it in Adobe Photoshop. And to be honest, that was a shit job too, because like some random ass people on the internet figured it out in seconds because the aspect ratio fucking changed. Long story short, Trump got ratioed on his own fucking platform. Now look at that. Look at that. On his own fucking platform. I am glad. Dude, I am so glad, man. See? These people know the difference between worshiping a celebrity. See, these guys know the difference between dick riding and worshiping a celebrity. And actually that some people fuck up. This is Trump's biggest fuck up his entire presidency. And I'm glad on his own platform people are pulling it out. Every fucking where. But yeah, this has gotten way too much information. Well, there's so much information coming out. And CoffeeZilla, I fucking love him. I'm glad he keeps talking about it. I'm glad Asmongold keeps talking about it. I'm glad Moist Critical keeps talking about it. Tucker Carlson, I'm glad that he's not on Trump's side. I'm glad Alex Jones is not on Trump's side. Like, there's so many people who need to know the truth, but these guys are actively hiding it. The problem is we can't do shit because it's a federal government. They're basically saying, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? We have the information. We're not pretending that nothing's happening. You just can't do shit against us. I think the worst part about this is he was, man, just recently there was a meth lab in fucking California with children in it getting raped and stuff, and they took it down. I'm happy about it, but this Epstein stuff is still a giant shit streak that's going on. I'm glad they got rid of that place too. And that happened like what 2 days ago, I think. Well, anyways, this is absolutely like fucking horrible, man. He had a very good run until this point. This is basically he's leaving shit marks every fucking where, and it sucks ass. I'm so glad that so many people are not taking this as a Democrat Republican thing, because if you are at this point, you're literally fucking, I'm not completely misled. Bill Clinton does not want this shit out. Trump does not want this shit out. Biden never bothered throwing this shit out. Hillary probably doesn't want this shit out. Not only that, but it was found in around 2008. Epstein made a deal with Florida in order for them to stop prosecuting him, and he gave information to the FBI. Anyways, let's get to reading this message, because man, I am like, this actually sucks, man. This giant ass shit streak. I'm glad everybody is on this. I'm glad nobody is letting this go. The only way we can win is through pressure. And what better way than having so many big faces on the internet talk about it? This is the regular people versus the elite at this point. We need to know what actually happened, and I'm glad that there's been this much backlash over it. The internet is very likely to forget things, but no one's let the internet forget about it. And I'm glad Trump's own base is not even down with it. I'm so glad. I'm very happy you guys know the difference between worshiping a celebrity and, just liking a guy for his views. There's a difference. And I'm glad you guys are giving him slaps on the face and shit for this. It's one of those cases where, fuck. Anyways, what's going on with my boys, and in some cases, gals? They're going after Attorney General Pam Bondi. Of course they are. But the reason is simple. A lot of people don't want to attack Trump directly, but they are happy to attack Pam Bondi because they don't give a shit about her. That's the reason why. It's this thing where she's taking the backlash, even though Trump's the decision maker at the end of the day. So there should be more shit thrown on Trump than Pam Bondi, because Pam Bondi is just doing her job, whereas Trump is just telling her what to do. Who is doing a fantastic job. We're on Team MAGA. Man, that sucks ass. I'm gonna say this. We might as well just pull. If he keeps this on for any longer than like the next month, I'm 100% on board with what Microsoft did when they threw Bill Gates out of the fucking company. We should do that with Trump, with MAGA. We'll be like, look, we're throwing you out because MAGA is not about you anymore. It's about the people, and it always has been. And we can literally do that. It'll suck ass, but we can actually do that shit. And I don't like this what's happening. We have a perfect administration. No, wrong. You guys had a great administration up until this fucking point. Like there's a few things that, people could say you did poorly but ended up doing better than expected, but this, like, everyone forgot every other accomplishment you made because of this shit streak. You need to just accept it and throw it out there. The talk of the world and selfish people, we are not selfish, are trying to hurt it all over a guy who never dies, Jeffrey Epstein. For years, it's Epstein over and over again. Why are you giving publicity to the files written by Obama and crooked Hillary? Fun fact, neither of them wrote them. Neither of them fucking wrote them. If they wrote them against you, they would have happily thrown those shits out before your first election. Comey, Brannan, and the losers and criminals of the Biden administration. Nah. Who connected the world with Russia, Russia hoax, 51 intelligence agents, and a laptop from hell? Like, I agree, all that shit should come out. Everything should come out from that shit. But that doesn't exclude the Epstein files. The Epstein files should come out with all of them. This is not this or that thing. We want all of this as well as the Epstein files. They created the Epstein files just like they created the fake Hillary Clinton, Christopher Steele dossier that they used on me, and now my so-called friends are playing right into their hands. So why don't these radical left lunatics release the Epstein files? If there was anything in there that could have hurt the MAGA movement, why didn't they use it? They haven't even given up on the JFK or Martin Luther King Jr. files. No matter how much success we had securing the border, deporting criminals, and fixing the economy, energy dominance, and a safer world where Iran will not have nuclear weapons. I'm going to say this. I agree with all of the stuff he did. I agree with everything he did here. But that doesn't make this any better. That's the equivalent of like fixing some issues, but then this one, you're just purposefully hiding it. Like, it doesn't make all your accomplishments not worth praising, but it does give a giant shit stain on top of it because nobody's going to stop talking about it. We literally need to know what's in the Epstein files. It's never enough for some people. We are about to achieve more in 6 months than any other administration have achieved in over 100 years. To be honest, this might be true to a certain extent. At least more of the recent presidents. I can't say about the older ones, but I agree with this to a certain extent. We have so much more to do. We are saving our country and making America great again, which will continue to be complete priority. The left is imploding. Kash Patel and the FBI must be focused on investigating voter fraud, political corruption, Act Blue, the rigged and stolen election of 2020, and arresting thugs and criminals. Guess what? I agree with this. After we release the Epstein files, I 100% agree with this statement. I 100% agree with all of this. The problem is just that we need the Epstein files released. We can't just brush over it and do the other things. Like, at this point, it's been too long. It was a campaign promise you guys made, and it's shit. Instead of spending a month after month looking at nothing but the same old radical left-inspired documents on Jeffrey Epstein, let Pam Bondi do her job. She's great. And the 2020 election was rigged and stolen, and they tried to do the same thing in 2024. That's what she's looking into as an AG, and much more. 1 year ago, our country was dead, and now it's the hottest country anywhere in the world. Let's keep it in that way, and not waste time and energy on Jeffrey Epstein, somebody that nobody cares about. Thank you for your attention on this matter. This is the thing. This can be true, but this part, no, we're gonna keep wasting our time and energy on Epstein. The moment, the moment we allow the internet to forget about it is the moment that they win. The moment they win is the moment we stop talking about it. And it's the truth. We don't have the power or the people to stop them from not releasing it. But at the same time, we can't just forget about it and push it under the rug. We must keep going. But yeah, I'm siding with Cash Patel. I'm siding with Elon Musk. I'm siding with Tucker Carlson. I'm siding with Alex Jones. I'm siding with pretty much everyone who wants this shit release. Every single person who wants this release, no matter what party they're from, I agree with. I agree with on this issue exactly. We need to have this. We need to see what's happening and have this put out. I'm tired of the same thing happening. This was always my biggest problem with the Trump administration, which was he got a lot of shit done. He fixed so much stuff. But when it came to holding people accountable, almost no fucking person in the government was held accountable for any of their actions. Not a single one of them. That's the biggest problem. He fixed the border, thank you. But what about the people who made the border shit in the first place? Then he got rid of the meth lab with kids being raped in California, which was a great thing, but he didn't get rid of any of those people who let that happen in the first place. This was my pretty much gripe with the Trump administration. The biggest one I personally had, which was a lot of people, like a lot of issues are fixed, but none of the people who created them are being held accountable for it. That was always my biggest issue. And it's the same thing with the Epstein files. The issue was apparently fixed because Epstein fucking died, but none of the people in the Epstein list was held accountable. So there's absolutely no way that I'm letting this shit run. Like, what we need is someone who happily holds people accountable. And I'll say this, Trump did a great job on a lot of stuff, but this is his biggest shit stain. Holding people accountable. He never arrested Hillary. He never did anything against the crooked people. Because apparently consequences for the elites are just unable to happen. But yeah, that's pretty much my other rant on this, and holy crap, it's just so bad. And they believe we can do nothing about it, but the only thing we can do is just keep talking and bitching and complaining about it. I'm glad everyone won't stop. Jeez. But yeah, that's pretty much my rant. I know this was like more bitchy and preachy and whatever. I know this was more of like a rant rather than anything else, but still, this is Epstein Part 4 on my channel, and I'm not gonna stop talking. I'm not, and I'm glad all the other people won't.